Well, the late U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein brought to San Francisco City Hall, where she lies in state today ahead of a funeral set for tomorrow. The casket of the late senator arrived at San Francisco City Hall a little earlier this morning. It was carried into the building past a number of dignitaries, including San Francisco Mayor London Breed and members of Feinstein's family. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dominic Garcia. Appreciate you joining us at noon. CBS 13's Dina Kupfer, live in San Francisco at City Hall, has been live there all morning with how the senator is being remembered. And we talked about it earlier, kind of a mix of emotions. I mean, a sad day on one hand, but also a day to look back at all the stuff this woman did.
Absolutely, Dom, and you're going to hear from some people who we spoke with earlier today who really echoed exactly that. It was a day to be excited to honor the life and legacy of this woman who had such a huge impact on this local community in San Francisco and across the country, but also, of course, to honor and respect the fact that she's now no longer with us, right? So she is behind me here in City Hall in San Francisco, where she is currently lying in state. And we want to show you an inside view from underneath the rotunda of the City Hall dome, where she is currently in that casket with that flag draped over her. You just showed some of that video of the hearse arriving earlier this morning. And I can tell you right after 8 o'clock this morning, while we were standing on the steps of City Hall, you could hear a pin drop. It was quiet. There was no wind. It was a beautiful, clear day here in San Francisco with nothing blocking the view from the public being able to watch this unfold. And it was just monumental for so many in this community to see her come out of that hearse and then enter into City Hall, escorted by members of the San Francisco Police Department. And that is where she continues to lie. The members of the public have been going in all day to pay their final respects. And we want to look back now on the life and legacy of Dianne Feinstein, who really shattered glass ceilings for decades during her more than 3 decades in the U.S. Senate. She actually cast her last vote in the Senate on Thursday of last week and died at her Washington, D.C. home Thursday night at the age of 90, literally working up until her final hours. She was the longest serving woman in the Senate, as well as the longest serving senator from California. And she is being remembered as somebody who really fought for the LGBTQ community, also helped enact the Amber Alert as we know it today. And she was also the first woman elected president of San Francisco's Board of Supervisors and the first female mayor here in San Francisco in the 70s. So for this local community, this is a really big deal. But of course, across the country, people are remembering her from both sides of the aisle today. Here's what some people told us when we talked to them about what it was like to watch her arrive to be here, to lie in state today.
Sad. It's a very sad moment for America. Not only America, but the world. And so she was good at reaching out to everybody and making things happen.
I grew up here, and actually I met Dianne Feinstein. My brother was mayor for a day with her when we were little, and so it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. She changed a lot for women. So.
Yeah, we mentioned the many firsts for women across the country. Now, the public viewing is going to be held until 7 o'clock tonight. I mentioned her strong efforts to help support the LGBT community, and she is going to have a final tribute performed by the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus tonight at 6 p.m. inside of City Hall. She is going to depart at about 7 o'clock tonight, and then we'll be back for a public service starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon right here outside of City Hall. This will be an outdoor event, standing room for the public. A number of local, state, and federal officials are expected to be here. Vice President Kamala Harris, as well as Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and San Francisco Mayor London Breed, who is also here today to help escort her casket into City Hall. So certainly a day that many will remember and honor the life and legacy, of Senator Dianne Feinstein.
All right. Dina, thanks so much. Great coverage all morning. We appreciate it. And as Dina touched on, here's a list of some of the speakers for Thursday's outdoor memorial service. San Francisco Mayor London Breed recorded remarks from President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, Senator Chuck Schumer, and Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi. Again, Senator Feinstein's memorial service will be streaming live on CBS News Sacramento. That's tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. You can find our stream on our website, cbs13.com, the CBS News app, and Pluto TV.